Welcome to WTHA's award-winning Sportsbeat. Tonight's show is brought to you by 5-Star Mitsubishi. Here are your hosts, Jack Washer and Jordan Tracy.
Hey, hello.
Hi.
And welcome. This is the award-winning Sportsbeat online on WTHAplus.com and maybe Facebook. I don't know. Is it?
Twitter, TikTok,
Snapface. Renegade. That's a TikTok thing.
Oh.
I'm hip. I'm having them now.
Jordan does send me TikToks probably 4 times a week.
Because I'm a teenager. Folks, Sportsbeat Week 5. It's really exciting. That's Jack Washer. I'm Jordan Tracy.
Yeah, and Jordan, before the week, we said this was going to be the best week ever, just looking at the games. And then the games were played tonight, and it validated, and then some.
And then some.
And then some. And let's get right to it because we had a showdown in the Westpac. Berlin taking on Wimber. And this was kind of a game of 2 halves. Wimber actually was up 14-0 early. But in the second half, here comes Berlin. Will Spockhart punches it in.
Spockhart.
I got to return to the regular show. After a Wimber turnover, Spockhart once again finds the end zone, tying things up at 14 apiece. Mountaineers would keep the momentum going after another Rambler turnover. The third of the half. Spockhart going to hand off to Preston Four, who finds the end zone as Berlin goes up 21-14. Brady Glessner, with 2 field goals in the fourth quarter as the Mountaineers would score 27 unanswered, and they win at 27-14.
All right, let's go to Mansion Park now as Chambersburg taking on Altoona. Fourth quarter, tied at 28, and it's quarterback Marcus Day running it in from 5 yards out, 35-28, Mountain Lions. Later, it's going to be Day, who we refer to as the man-child, grown man, the man that scares me and haunts my dreams.
Look at him.
He's really big. This time, left side, 18 yards for the score. Altoona moves to 2-1, 42-28.
All right, State College Low Lions taking the field for the first time at their newly renovated Memorial Field, and they seem to like to play there because right now they're up 24-0 when we got there. Conrad Moore fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it himself, heads to the outside, and he's gone. 56 yards to the house. It was all Little Lions in this one. They take down CV 31-0, the final.
Claysburg hosting Williamsburg, Battle of the Bergs on homecoming. Congrats to Kaylee Carson and Corey Chamberlain, homecoming queen and king. Last minutes of the first half, Blue Pirates up 22-0. Tyler Clark bouncing it out to the outside, breaks 2 tackles before the score, 28-0 Williamsburg. Later, less than a minute to go, Blue Pirates driving, Lambert Palmer hitting Andrew McGonigal for the score. 2-point conversion is good. Williamsburg spoils the Bulldog homecoming 42-0. Let's take a look at some of the other scores around the area. Tussey Mountain beating North Star 46-27. Portage beating Shade 39-0. Jack, this one that we're going to talk about, I can't even look at you when we do this because it is so exciting. Clearfield Central battling it out. Heart Attack Central. What?
Oh, yeah, it was our game of the week. Brought to us by Park Home. And, battle for first place in the Mountain League. Central hosting Clearfield. Battle of 2 great quarterbacks, Oliver Billett, Jeff Hohenstein. Hohenstein gets the first crack at it, finds Hunter Smith for a long touchdown as the Dragons go up 7-0.
Wow.
Second quarter.
Right off the bat. Just right
Hohenstein at it again, this time going to find Eli Lingenfelter, who then finds Devin Boyles. That's 2 passes on one play.
A double pass, folks.
Dragons now lead at 13-0. Clearfield, though, would respond with 2 touchdowns in the last 5 minutes of the half, including this from Oliver Billett to Jake Lezer. Bison would actually lead 14-13 at the half. Third quarter, Billett finding Lezer again. I'm pretty sure they got to be best friends, you would think, right, Jordan?
Let me tell you about my best friend.
This one goes for a big gain. A few plays later, Mark McGonigal would find the end zone as the Bison lead at 21-13.
Okay.
Next drive.
But what happens next,
for the Dragons? Hohenstein, he would have a response, finds Demetrius Harbaugh for the long touchdown. This would cut the lead to 21-19. So we go to late in the fourth quarter.
Okay.
Same score, Clearfield with the ball. Billett going to drop back to pass, but he's intercepted by none other than Hohenstein.
He's everywhere.
So then on the ensuing drive, Hohenstein would find Smith for a big 4th down connection, and then this one, the big one. Hook and ladder, Hohenstein to Josh Bissinger to Parker Gregg. son of a gun.
What happened?
Central wins a thriller 25-21. They remain undefeated. Our Devin Jackson was there for all the chaos, and he helps us make sense of it.
Explain it to me.
The Central Clearfield game lived up to the billing with the game going down to the final minutes. But it was a trick play that quarterback Jeff Hohenstein says they've been running since grade school that was the difference.
We actually ran it when we were in junior high, and we scored on it. And then, we brought out here to the varsity level, and it worked too. I mean, it was us three, same three people.
When Josh caught it, he was getting hit by a couple guys, and I was like, oh, I don't know, he might make this toss. He made it, open field, he took it to the house. That's all we had to do.
We've really created a family here at Central, and it's something special. And it's going to be something special for the next couple of years.
This is probably one of the biggest games we wanted to win, and this was the game on our list. We knew they're a really good team. We knew they were going to come out fighting, and we just had to fight harder, and we did.
The Dragons defeat Clearfield for the first time in 5 years and will face Penns Valley next week with the playoffs looming. Reporting in Roaring Spring, I'm Devin Jackson for WTAJ Sports.
All right, I got to recover from this one. Folks, the unbeaten Tyrone Golden Eagles headed into Penns Valley to take on a tough Rams squad tonight. Early on, the Rams get a big special teams play. They rush the punter, and Tanner Ilgen gets the block, and he also recovers the ball for the score. Rams up 7-0. Golden Eagles come right back, though. Brandon Lucas takes the snap, rolls out, hitting Keegan Gwynn, who roll in to the score for the tie. Later, it's Lucas off of play action, throwing one to Ross Gamp for a one-handed catch. He'd be ruled down at the 1, but they would punch it in for the score. Tyrone keeps it rolling, winning 27-21.
All right, Julian Valley taking on Northern Bedford. Game tied at 7, headed into the locker room. But the Panthers, they'd be the ones that get that halftime jolt. First play from scrimmage. Thad Lighty to Dalton Smith, breaking tackles, tiptoeing down the sidelines, and he's in for the touchdown, 60 yards. It's 14-7. Later, Lighty going to roll to his left and eventually find Evan Klaus for the 7-yard score. And just like that, it's 22-7 Northern Bedford. And then the backbreaker, Jordan. Kanan Baker jumps the screenplay, and he's going to take it back 55 yards.
Must have seen it on the film.
On the pick six. Always trust the film. All 22, baby. Panthers move to 4-1, 36-19, the final.
Bedford hosting Cambria Heights. First quarter, Bison's Mercury Swain, best name in the game, hitting Spencer Ebersaw for a big chunk of yards and the first down. A few plays later, Swain hitting Gregory Edwards, who spins out of a tackle, gets into the score, 7-0 Bedford. Next drive for the Bison, Swain fakes the handoff, takes it up the middle himself, and he gone. 39 yards for the score. Bedford goes on to win this one, 36-7. Time now for our hit of the week, sponsored by Patterson Automotive. Well, there's no 33 on the roster that we have for CD East, but take a look at this. He laid a pretty big hit down, and that is our hit of the week. Jack, let's take a look at some other scores around the area, shall we?
Yeah, Bald Eagle winners over Phillipsburg Osceola, 28-6. Big one tomorrow night, Chestnut Ridge, traveling to Mansion Park to take on Bishop Guilfoyle.
Let's go to Brookville now, where they host Punxsutawney. Brookville up 7-0 in the first. It's Jack Krug who's going to throw it up deep to Kyle Macbeth. 64-yard touchdown, 14-0 Raiders. Second quarter now, Jack Krug to Charlie Krug. He's going to pull it down in traffic, 24 yards with the score. It's 21-0. And then Punxsy with the ball, intercepted by Macbeth for the score, 28-0. Brookville goes on to win 49-14. The Raiders!
All right, we go. Kernsville taking on Brockway at Brockway. It's 14-13 Golden Tide. 30 seconds left in the third. Connor Ford for Brockway. Going to keep it on the quarterback keep. 26 yards. That's a first down. Fourth quarter, Ford to Tanner Morelli. 22-yard touchdown. The two-point conversion would be no good, but the Rovers take the lead, 19-14. 3rd and 10 for Kerwinsville. 2 minutes to go, and the Brockway defense comes up with the big sack. Rovers would run out the clock as they take it by a final score of 19-14.
Taking a look at more scores around the area. Somerset taking the win over Johnstown, 38-19. Bellwood beating West Branch, 44-7. St. Mary's taking home the win against Kane, 59-27. And a close one with Ridgeway taking the win over Bradford, 28-1. Time now for our standout of the week, brought to us by Sisney and O'Donnell. This kid right here in Claysburg almost took me out on the way out of the
tornado,
stadium.
man.
He went back and rolled again for this shot. That commitment to the dizziness.
We got a man-child and a rolling child.
That nets him standout of the week.
All right, time for our drive of the week, sponsored by Speedy Furniture. We go back to the Central game. They got the interception, but then they had to convert a 4th down and 11, Jordan.
Okay.
And then after that, well, you know what? We'll say that for the play of the week. They won the drive of the week, and we'll tell you exactly why in a couple minutes. Let's go to the player of the week.
All right, time now for the player of the week, brought to us by Walker & Walker Equipment. For that, we go back to Altoona. The quarterback, Marcus Day, the guy who scares me because he's very large. Man-child. 16 carries, 126 yards, and 4 touchdowns in Altoona's victory over Chambersburg tonight. Congrats, Marcus Day. You're our player of the week.
All right, let's tell you why. Play of the week brought to us by Belding and Mull. Go back to the Clearfield Central game. It's the hook and ladder with just over a minute to go in.
Can't
Central
look at it anymore.
Down 2 as the Dragons moved to 5-0 on the season. A big-time win over Clearfield. They just won the play of the week.
Jack, I knew we said this would be a good game, but it exceeded our expectations.
Incredible.
That game.
Central gets up, Clearfield comes back, and then, just heroics. I've seen a hook and ladder before in the final seconds, but normally that's, when there's 10 seconds left. There's a minute to go. Like, that is a risky play.
Yeah.
Shout out to Central, Jeff Hohenstein, wagon.
Get the Dragon Wagon going. Chili Fest.
And, hey, Clearfield's going to be pretty good.
Clearfield is still very dangerous,
Yeah.
folks. That was a tough game.
Like, if they could just play every week.
You take the hook and ladder away, you don't know what would happen.
I wouldn't hate it if they played every week.
I say let's get it together. We'll do it in the backyard.
We'll do it.
We'll get the teams
we'll
together.
do it down in the WTAJ parking lot. Maybe we'll put turf down. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, I would like to see that game again. So can we run it back?
Yeah.
Back to the... No, I'm just kidding.
No, we can't do that.
Folks, another eventful week. We had the Westpac showdown with Berlin and Windber. That was a great game. Berlin coming back with, 27 unanswered points?
Yeah.
A couple of field goals in that?
One more week, and then we got playoffs, so we'll see you
Really?
next week. Yeah.
Is that true? One more week and then
One more
playoffs?
week, and then we got playoffs, at least according to the email I got. Everything's changing with COVID, though, so who knows?
Emails.
For Jordan, I'm Jack. Thank you to our director, Brendan, our prompter lady, Charlotte, and all of our shooters tonight. We'll see you next week right here at 11:10 on WTAJ.
Sportsbeat has been brought to you by 5-Star Mitsubishi. Thanks for watching. Join us again next Friday at 11:10.